Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just before we get into it, I feel like I dressed up today and I feel like somebody off Grease. So I was doing a bit of jigging before starting to film. But yeah, anyway, I'm loving off the shoulder tops. Don't know why. So yes, basically today's episode is episode 5 of the self-love series. Okay, we're getting deep into it now. We've covered quite a few topics, so yeah, we'll just get straight into it. Today's episode is love your body. Love your body. Okay, so first things first, what I would like you to do is I'd like you to go find a mirror, bathroom, wherever there is a mirror in your house. Go and stand in front of that mirror and look at your body, the whole of your body, whether you've got clothes on or whether you're completely stark naked. Just have a look at your body. What's the word? Examine your body, and I just want you to look in that mirror and tell yourself, I love you, okay? That's the first thing that I want you to do, okay? So next, what I wanted to talk about is loving your flaws and your insecurities. I know insecurities kind of doesn't really, well, it kind of goes hand in hand with like your flaws, and like I said in another episode, what you feel like are flaws. However, when I say about flaws and insecurities, I'm more so talking about your what you don't kind of like about your body. Who I spoke to a friend yesterday who kind of gave me the idea for today's episode. I won't say who it was, but she made a comment saying that she hated her body, and I was like, no, stop right there, girl. No, love your body, 100% love your body. And that is kind of why I wanted to do today's episode, because I know there are a lot of people in this world that hate their body, or they don't like their body, or they don't like specific features that they have. For example, some people don't like their nose, some people don't like their face, some people don't like specific things, some people don't like if they're too tall, some people don't like the fact that they're short. So it's like a vast majority of things that a lot of people don't like about themselves. So I kind of just wanted to make this episode just to kind of tell you guys that you should love every single part of you. Like I said in the episode, You Are a Queen, and in that I mentioned that there is literally only one of you, and that is your greatest strength. You are so unique, and there is, like I said, there is just one of you, so you just need to embrace every single thing and every single part about you. So, like I said, a lot of people in this world have things that they don't like about themselves, and even I have things that I don't like about myself. Like I said, self-love is a journey. It's not something you can just learn overnight, or it's not just something you can learn straight away. It's a continuous journey that I will forever be living my whole entire life. There's always new stuff to learn and things like that. So I will have days where I wake up and I'm kind of like, oh, like I might look in the mirror and be like, oh, you know, and we just have those days. We have like ups and downs, and we will have those low days where we're not really feeling ourselves, and then on the other hand, we'll have days where we're really feeling ourselves and we're like, girl, you look good. Like, those are the days that we want more of. So that is why I said about going in the mirror and just looking at your body and just saying I love you, and loving every single part of your body. So along with the fact that I told you first things first to go into a mirror, I did want to touch upon mirror work. It's a big thing that I've kind of learned during my self-love journey with the books that I've read and things like that. Mirror work comes up a lot, and it basically is just going in front of a mirror and basically saying nice things about yourself to yourself, because that is your reflection. So it is literally instead of just me sitting here and saying stuff to myself, if I'm physically looking in the mirror and saying those things, I'm literally saying those to myself. And I feel like when you're in front of a mirror and you're saying those things, you believe it more if you're looking at yourself, and I feel like you just feel it a bit more when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and saying it. So what I would like to suggest is perhaps just to start off, because it's a thing where people again might struggle with it. It's sometimes you might look in the mirror and just laugh at the fact that you're doing it. I know when I first started, I just laughed about it. I was just like, I couldn't take it seriously, but it takes practice. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with it. Some people might start off looking in the mirror and not being able to look at themselves. I know that there probably will be people that struggle to look at themselves in the mirror because they don't like the way they look. So again, it'll be more challenging for those people. But again, just give it a go and see if it works for you. It might not. If it doesn't, then fair enough. But I just feel like it's a good thing to put into practice as part of the self-love journey. Okay, so even if it's just waking up in the morning, again, starting off just going into the mirror when you go to the toilet or whatever, first thing, and just looking in the mirror and just saying a few nice things about yourself, or just saying, I appreciate you, I love my body, I love what my body can do, because the body is an amazing, amazing thing at the end of the day, especially for us women. Obviously we create humans in us when we get pregnant and stuff like that, and I think it's such a magical and amazing thing. So we should really appreciate the things that our body can do at the end of the day. So before I waffle on, because I will waffle on, that is the first thing. So doing some mirror work. Okay. As I touched on before, accepting every part of you. Again, like I said, a lot of people will struggle with this. Again, you will have low days where you can't really do that, where you don't really accept bits of you. But then again, like I said, it's a journey, so that's absolutely fine. And on those low days, we just have to make more of an effort to try and say nice things or be positive about our bodies. Okay. Another thing I wanted to touch on alongside that is, at the end of the day, our weight and stuff like that can be a big factor on if somebody doesn't like the way they look or don't like their body. It might be because they carry some extra weight, or it could go in the opposite direction, and it could be because of people that can't put on weight or struggle with eating disorders and things like that. And all I really wanted to say about that is weight fluctuates. So they'll, like, throughout your whole life, your weight will come down, your weight will go up. At the end of the day, it's just something that happens, especially with, depending on, like I said, if you've got eating disorders and stuff, that's kind of out of your hands. But it's like with my personal journey, especially going to the gym and that, I go through the stages of bulking and cutting. So obviously when I'm cutting, I'm losing weight, so my body changes. When I'm bulking, again, I'm putting on weight, so my body changes. And I will happily admit that in the bulking process, stage, whatever you want to call it, when I'm bulking, I do not feel my best at the end of the day, because I'm putting on extra weight, and I'm obviously coming with that will be muscle mass, but at the same time it will be body fat too. It's all about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable in your own skin. And I know that I'll have days where I wake up and I'm like, oh, I feel fat, oh, kind of like that. And what I always remember, even if like other people don't think that I look fat, but I just know that I've put weight on, because obviously I'm going through the process that I'm going through, I just have to remember the end goal. And that is my main thing, is just remember why you're going through this process, especially if you're going through a bulk or going through a cutting stage. Just remember why you're doing it. So it's just being comfortable with being uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. So going back to the whole weight situation, weight fluctuates, it will go up and down. And at the end of the day, if you carry a bit of extra weight, or if you don't like the way you look because you don't have a lot of weight on you, and you can put weight on, like I said, if you don't have an eating disorder or anything like that, the only thing that can change it is you. So again, like I said, if you are carrying a bit of extra weight and you want to lose weight, it's all down to you exercising, sorting your nutrition out and stuff like that. So when it comes to that, it's based on you, and only you can change that. Okay, again, I'm trying to keep this short because we don't want it to be half an hour long. So again, with regards to loving your body, what I did want to say, it's not all about your physical looks, especially when it comes to dating and coming to finding a relationship and stuff like that. A lot of people might think it's based on what you look, and I can promise you it is not. Obviously, looks is important because you want to be like attracted to somebody. That initial attraction is obviously going to get you to start talking to them or going on dates with them and stuff like that. However, your personality is the main thing. It truly is what is on your inside, on the inside that counts, and your personality, what makes you you, your laugh, the little what's the word? It's not gimmicks. I don't know what the word is. Little quirks. We got there. The little quirks that you have and things like that, things that make you you, and there's nobody else, like I said, there's nobody else like you. Those are the things that really matter, and just kind of the personality. I don't know how else to explain it other than it just what makes you you is most important, rather than what you look like on the outside. Can't speak today. And what I wanted to say is every single one of you are completely beautiful inside and out. So I don't want you to let anybody tell you anything different. We're all beautiful in our own way, no matter what you look like, or anything like that. Okay, so I promise you, you are beautiful. Okay. So finally, a couple of things I wanted to touch on again is, like I said, about the affirmations. Affirmations are a really good, what's the word? I just keep saying I don't know what the word is. Affirmations are a really good tool. A really good tool to use, especially when you're struggling with loving your body and things like that. So just telling yourself, I love my body, and just even saying about the stuff that you love that you actually don't like right now. So like, for example, like one of my biggest insecurities is my sweating condition. So even just me embracing that and going, I love my sweating condition kind of thing. And at the end of the day, I've had to accept that that's a part of me now, and I can't change that. And at the end of the day, if whoever I meet isn't willing to accept that as a part of me, remember, bye hun, see ya. Cut them out of your life. At the end of the day, if they're not going to accept that that's a part of me, then I don't want them in my life anyway, and they don't deserve to have me in their life. Okay, so I just wanted to touch on affirmations. Again, I find them really helpful and very powerful. Finally, the thing I wanted to touch on, this video has gone a bit longer than I wanted to, but it's fine. I just wanted to cover everything in this episode. Is just accept you. Accept you? Accept yourself. So just accept yourself for who you are, accept your body, accept what your body looks like now. At the end of the day, you don't know what's going to look like tomorrow, you don't know what's going to look like next week, you don't know what's going to look like in 6 months time, and you don't know what it's going to look like in 5 years time. Okay, so just accept your body as it is now, be in the present moment. Like I said, anything that you want to change about your body, you physically can, but I just want you to accept everything about you and every single part of you, and just love your body and the fact that you are alive right now. And that is really all I can say on the matter. I don't really want to preach, but I just want to be like, just love your body, just love it. Okay, so that concludes this episode. So again, that was episode 5 of the self-love series, which is love your body. Again, like I said in the last episode, if there's any specific topics that you would like me to talk about, just pop them in the comments down below and I can work on doing that for you. Again, I've got a few more episodes that I want to do with regards to this series, but like I said, anything specific you want me to do, just let me know. If you enjoyed the video, then please do give it a like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys.